this very prestigious tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome onto the rink Connor Sonato and Paul Maynard. There we are, fantastic stuff. Well, now next to a 3-year partnership who have already qualified for this very prestigious tournament once already 3 years ago, both holding national England titles. Will you please welcome Danny Brown and Matt Wires.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championship, kindly hosted by Potters Resort, and we're with you live on YouTube for every bowl sent on the portable rink here at the WBT events. My name's Janice Garr, and I'm with you for the first week of entertainment here on YouTube. And I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by not only the current singles Commonwealth Games gold medalist, but also the current champion at this event last year with his partner Stuart Anderson. Welcome, Darren Burnett.
Yeah, thanks Janice, it's good to be here. I'm looking forward to this match. I watched both their previous games, not on this particular rink, so I think it should be a very good game. Both pairs played well. It's an interesting start, certainly. Jack's now been in the ditch twice, so it'll be interesting to see who settles into the game.
Yeah, he can now put the mat where he wants, can Danny, because both leads have delivered the jack off the rink. They've been playing the earlier rounds of this, Darren, out on the bowler's bar rinks, which are notoriously a lot heavier than the portable rink.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think it will be quite interesting to see who settles into the game at the beginning here, because it will be a different speed for them.
A new pairing here of Paul Maynard and Connor Sonato. Of course, Connor famously was in the singles championship here last year and took out Andy Thompson in the first round, so he's no stranger to the portable rink here at Potters, but it's Paul Maynard's first visit to the venue. Consistent player though, Darren, plays a lot of bowls, plays a lot in the open singles, so going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously Connor's had a good few years over the past sort of 2 or 3 years, so he'll be used to this type of situation. It'll be interesting to see how Paul leads for him. I know Danny from my time in the qualifiers, so Danny's a seasoned campaigner and usually very consistent, so Paul will need to be at the top of his game just to build the heads up.
And Danny's won numerous nationals, and for those viewers of bowls over the year, his national pairs partner is one Billy Jackson that most people will have heard of, ex-world champion. So very, very consistent, a lot of experience, Danny Brown, manager at Lincoln Indoor.
I think it's worth mentioning as well, Janice, just to the viewers, obviously the change in rules this year. It's now a 3 bowl pairs and reduced to 7 ends, so it might add a new dimension to the pairs. We might see more attacking play. We're having the extra bowl. People might be prepared to do a bit more gambling, but it certainly adds a new feature to have 3 bowls rather than the 2 bowls.
Yes, it's interesting you say that, Darren, because we were just talking about that before commentary started. The rules are slightly different, and obviously the players are also mic'd up so that we get some of the information from the rink there. But from what we've worked out with the 3 bowls, Matt or Connor would have to deliver 2 bowls of their 3 before they could go back up to the head to have a look. They're relying on their pairs partner giving them information. Looks down a good track here, Matt.
Down you go. Play. Run.
Yeah, half a ball through. Rest it.
Of course, you and Stuart Anderson, Darren, won this under the 2-bowl format, so 3 bowls more formidable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as I say, I think we will see a more attacking side to the pairs game. I think in years gone by, when it is 2 bowls, you sometimes are worried about attacking with your first one, because if you miss, you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure. So I think giving players that extra bowl, we'll see a lot more runners. Connor's obviously elected to run with his first one, so it'll be interesting to see if that is a feature in the game.
Yeah, Matty Wise actually is a lead. As a rule, he leads for England. So, very, very good singles player as well. And Connor, as we've seen him before, a very aggressive player. Always backs himself with the running bowl. Close here. Great result. That just tested all the equipment out there.
Yeah, fantastic hit from Connor. He hit the target perfect. He's got a great result. The Jack stayed in the rink. Line at least at the hole.
I think Danny Brown was just putting our microphone back on the end of the rink there. I think Connor decided to, let's put it this way, disturb at the microphone.
Yeah, it's one of these testing opening draws, to be honest. There is room, but he has to negotiate all the bowls. He's certainly down a good track. It's all about his weight now.
Now Simmer. Very good, Matt. Steady now.
Oh, that's a great bowl. That's a great bowl, considering they've just come off a very, very heavy rink at the bowler's bar. To be able to have the accuracy of drawing to the edge of the rink.
Yeah, and he's put it so close. I think Connor will just have another runner here. He misses it, he's only losing a 1. Gets the ball off, he gets a 2.
His body language doesn't like it. One shot there to Matty Wise and Danny Brown. So, and of course the marker out there today, I was just commenting to Darren again before we came into commentary, he's going to be the first man out there on the rink marking, and the last man, because I believe he's got the honour of marking the Open Singles Final a week on Sunday. Dan Blewett.
Yeah, great honour for the markers to be selected for that final match. So I'm sure Dan will be looking forward to that occasion. Very respected member of the tour staff now. He's settled in, and he's certainly a good marker to have out there. You have trust in the marker. It certainly assists in the game of singles.
Yes, of course, the game of singles here, we have the shot clock rules. With pairs, we don't play under the shot clock. So we only have 2 match officials out there at the moment. Dan Blewett, who's marking, and Mike Davis, who's the umpire.
Another good bowl from Danny there. He's settled into this match really well.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned before, Darren, having 3 bowls as well, it takes a little bit of that pressure off the lead. You can just feel your way, try and get a couple of bowls close. Danny would be disappointed with his first bowl finishing short, but made up for it with his second.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul's just not quite finding it, but the consolation is he's failing behind the jack, so he's given corner options, so he'll just be trying to get his consistency going, but as I say, it's always better to fail through the head.
Well, Danny's down a good track again here.
Good here, mate. Very good here. Well done.
Good position there. Paul got a very slow and precise delivery.
Certainly down a good effort here. He might just get back to this if he gets a big swing now. Great ball.
Oh, what a great ball. That'll settle his nerves a bit.
Yeah, fantastic ball. And just as he's turned it round the corner, he's brought his other green ones into play as well.
Don't forget, well, I've got Darren with us, and throughout the tournament, if you want to bob us any questions, if you put it on the YouTube chat, our producer will pass over any broadcastable questions is the way to put it, I think, and either Darren or myself will try and answer. Obviously, the World Championships here, as we've already mentioned. What a great ball from Matt Wires there. As I was saying, we have different rules to the pairs, so if you've got any questions, just ask and we'll try and answer them for you.
Yeah, fantastic ball from Matt. He'll be really delighted with that. He's forced corner into putting another runner, and this goes quick.
That's a great example of the players being mic'd up. You actually heard Danny wants Matt to be behind the head here. Looks on a good track again, but has he reached?
Well, he might just hope to sit around the middle, but I think he's going to swing too far. I really think Connor should maybe be playing this more attacking. Any contact onto the sort of side bowl, the jack's probably going to respot.
Yep, more aggressive. Closer. Oh. Danny's just had a slip in the ditch there. I think they're just checking whether there's a green bowl out to the side of the rink. I think they need to check if that's live or not. And Dan Blewett's just re-spotting the jack. Yeah, plenty of time, Matt. Don't have to rush. No shot clock here. Choosing to play it across the rink, Darren.
Like that. Three.
Looks close.
All right. Right.
Ditch cam there trying to give us the angles. Not sure which bowl's shot. Well, that looks down a good line. He's playing with Really swingy bowls here. He's playing with Drake's Pride XPs. Oh. Just underplayed the weight, I think.
To make order, Sonato.
Well, by the fact that Paul's picked up the jack, I think that was one shot to Connor Sonato and Paul Maynard. Just got a few gremlins in the system, folks. We're waiting for the tech crew to sort out the feedback from the umpires for us. Of course, full day play here for you if you stick with us. After this, we've got the overseas pairs playoff, and that's David Holt and Des Can playing against John McCulloch and Roy Battersby. Des and David from Australia, Roy and John from Ireland. And then we start again tonight at 7:30, where David Gawley and Mervyn King will play the winner of that overseas playoff. And then Jason Greenslade and Les Gillett will play the winner of the game that's out there on the portable rink.
Right up, run, run.
I think that's how my brain works it, Darren, early days.
Yeah, I think you've called that right, Janice. It's a busy day for the overseas qualifiers and the English pair, obviously, who do qualify. It will be 3 matches for them today for the winners of these matches, but the consolation is for the English pair here, they'll have had a game on the portable rink before they come up against 2 of the seeded players, so busy day for them, but this match will certainly give them a bit of practice on the rink.
Danny's certainly favouring this backhand away from the commentary position.
You beat your own.
Playing it well so far.
Get up. Well done, mate.
Yeah, Danny's certainly settled into the game. It's a really big swing in hand. It's coming back from a wide line. They've been practicing on the rink a couple of times, and especially at long jacks, it's a really big swing.
Really hung off.
And again, mate, if you've got a foot extra on your last ball, you're going to finish very well. Stay high, mate. Stay high.
Needs to miss the short green one.
Well done. Well done,
Another
mate.
good bowl in the area. Few people out there spectating, but it is changeover day at Potter's Resort here, so I think as the day goes on we'll find a few more spectators coming in.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll fill up. It's always a great venue to bowl at. The home of bowls, as we would call it. There's no really any better place to bowl than the International Arena here at Potter's. So another drive from Connor. Slightly off target, but he'll take that result because he's opened the head up free cell.
Certainly testing the backboards here at the portable rink.
One down to the green, mate.
If Matt can remember what he did a few ends ago, because he certainly drew to about that spot, so memory test for him here.
Well, track looks good. Well, Matt, can you just needs to run a touch further. Yeah, you were saying what a fantastic venue, Darren, particularly when we get to the final week here and you get the finals starting. I remember watching your pairs final last year and it was a great atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when the place is at capacity and the
That's the
atmosphere
one,
it
that's that
generates,
far off.
there's really no other better venue I can think of to play bowls.
Well, Connor has drawn shot
Got the
there.
line. Near the ditch, steady now.
All on the pace here, I think.
Just a fraction on, I think. Right.
Great effort there.
Yeah, he had a good line, I think, just possibly a foot heavy, but good effort.
Well, Connor, can you repeat delivery?
And then
Paul's urging it on.
Yeah, just not quite running there from Connor. So Matt's one ball left. None but a draw. He's probably got 2.5 feet maybe to draw the shot, so he'll be looking for the same line as his last and just maybe lose a foot of running. He should draw the shot.
Oh, down a good track
Come on,
again.
Go on, get up. White gonna make it, I think. No, good try. One there.
Yeah, an interesting start to the game. Paul and
Sonato.
Connor 2-1 in front, and really Danny and Matt have had all the play. Connor's runners have saved the first 3 ends, and
1-2 after 3 ends.
they take a 2-1 lead in.
Yeah, interestingly enough, we were talking about the fact that they've now got 3 bowls each, and there's a possibility of a count of
That length
6.
29 metres.
Never in doubt.
But this has certainly proved a tight game early doors, and the big shots have really come from young Connor and his drives.
Yeah, I think, you know, Danny and Matt have not done anything wrong. They just have to keep trying to build the heads up, hope Connor maybe misses one, and they might pick up a multiple. So, although they're 2-1 down, I don't think they'll be disappointed the way they've started. Both have played really well at the beginning and could have scored multiple shots just about every end, but Connor's played some great drives and had a couple of good results with his runners, and it's kept him in the game so far.
That's good from Danny Brown here. Danny and Matt did qualify to this stage once before, but lost out before getting into the main draw. So they're looking to go one better. Very consistent pair. Bound to say that, Darren, because they beat me on the process to getting here. Me and my partner Andy Ware.
Well, that's it, Janice. You had to give up one of the events. You're in enough this year, so
Yeah, okay.
I think you've got to be happy with 3 out of the 4.
Yes, I must admit, I played the singles on the Saturday, and the pairs was a bit of an achy day. Well, good again here. Oh, great bowl. But we are 7 ends, Darren. It's not the regular 9 ends we see on the portable rink.
Yeah, it can certainly lead to quite a fast game. You know, we're already into end 4, halfway through the set. So yeah, it's definitely makes a difference. You know, the extra ball per player per end obviously helps, but the actual length of the set is a bit of a sprint.
Well, Paul's put 3 short bowls up there. That's not what Connor will have wanted to see. It's It's always easy from here. We all play good bowls from up here.
Not quite as heavy, am I?
Yeah, Danny will just be slightly disappointed with his last one too. You know, anything passing the head was always going to be useful. Connor's left with a difficult decision here. Does he attack like he's been doing so far and try and connect a green ball into the head, maybe open something up at least, or does he just try and play the perfect ball round the greens and into the red split?
He's just opting to play a bit of a reaching bowl, which notoriously on this portable rink
Sleeves in. Good effort.
are hard bowls to play. Matt will really want to try and get something behind this jack.
Not
Needs to
quite
just
clear the
float past those
pack, I think,
bowls.
you have.
Well, that helped it.
That's what you call a bit of
Yeah, I think you've got to just do the
fortunate
same.
teamwork.
Try and keep your bowl on, reaching in there with a yard or so it stays on the next time.
Now Paul's asking Connor to play again that timer shot. This will whip under. Is he going to be fortunate?
No, and he's kind of put himself in the position here. I thought he may have went quicker with his first. Even if he lost the two front green balls, he was going to open the head up.
Well,
for
nothing
himself.
behind, so draw in there if you want, or maybe slip round the back.
He's really going to be left with a very hard last ball here, Connor. No matter what Matt does with this, it's not going to be an appealing last ball.
Yes, certainly 3 at
Under
this
the better now,
stage
get
for
up.
the two players
Right up
in
now.
red would be.
And a bit more. Yeah, that's
Similar
good, mate.
to your
Well done.
second
Very
one,
good.
just bring it in a couple of bowls. It will come back in well.
Interesting, like I say, Paul's not actually played on the portable rink before. He has qualified for the International Open at Blackpool, which is played on a actual rink, rink 2. But the portable,
No, good effort.
I just think that was a tough shot to be playing, Darren.
Yeah, you know, Paul's maybe not got the experience that Connor has on this particular rink, but I think that was a shot for Connor to take the lead as skip and convince Paul it was a harder drive with his first. As I say, if he got a good connection on the green, he could have sent it into the head. If he split his two greens, he was going to open the head up. So he got caught into that really tricky shot, and they might drop 4 here.
Yes, I think if Connor had been playing a singles game out
Go on,
there, I
yeah.
think he'd have been playing a more
Good enough, I think.
aggressive
Get down now.
bowl. This
Hurry.
looks good.
Yes, well done. Played, Matty.
Oh, what a great goal from Matt Wires there.
4 shots, Brown and Wires.
You can't really begrudge Danny and Matt that count. They've been lying most ends, and as I say, Connor has been saving, but he just has to fail once, and he felt there
Set
was going
score
to be a multiple.
5-2 after 4 ends.
There we go. Set score 5-2 after 4 ends. In this 7-end set, the English playoff to go into the main draw of the Just
Jack length
2017
27.5 metres.
World Indoor Bowls Championship, hosted by Potters Resort. And the current pairs champion sat next to me. I'm sure you and Stuart are looking forward to title defence.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, can't wait to get started. Obviously, we don't know who we're going to come up against yet. It's either going to be David Gourley, Mervyn King, or the overseas qualifying pair they'll play tonight. So we don't know who we're playing, but yeah, we're certainly both looking forward to starting our defence.
Well, again, Danny's started with a good lead there. Can Paul? Yeah, it looks a better weight with this one. He's not short, which has been a bit of a curse for him for a couple of ends.
Yeah, he'll just want to try and settle into this game a bit. He's not been as consistent as he probably would like to be. And as I say, I think he now needs to just try and get a bit more consistent. Danny's left him a bit of room this time, so this would be the ball to do it with.
Yeah, very good line from both players. Seems to be playing quite well out there. Changes as the 3 weeks goes on. The surface tends to become a little bit more of a push, but it was very nice this morning. And I had half an hour's practice.
Yeah, I think all the players that have been practicing over the last day or two have all come off the green saying it's swinging as big as it ever has in the last few years. So balls are coming back from wide lines with the draw in between shots, still that bit tricky, but you know the draws are coming back off big wide lines, which is good to see.
Right, Paul, now's your time. Just pass your own bowl, 2 feet. Connor's a very supportive skip for all his young years. He's qualified for the finals of the National Under-25s Championships, as I believe has his girlfriend. So they've got a hot date on at the City of Ely Club in a couple of weeks for the Under-25s.
This end is going to become a battle of the skips because both leads have just dropped slightly off the pace they've been setting, and you know whoever wins the draws of the skips will be in prime position.
Well, Matt, if he just reaches a little touch on that jack. Perfect bowl, really.
Yeah, it's
All
gotta
the
be there.
pressure's back on Connor.
Certainly out in a
Great
good
line,
line.
mate. Hurry then. Hurry.
Just lacking
Good
the
ball.
pace.
Could be second. Well up.
Yeah, close for second. Might just favour ours. Any touch on the jack will make 4. Just a nice drop.
Similar to his last bowl, really, here for Matt. As his partner just said, just a touch on the jack. Give them 4.
Down well again. Down you go, mate. Down. Down.
Again, all on pace here.
Great effort, Matt.
Very
Hurry,
close.
hurry. Brilliant, mate.
What a great bowl from Matt Wires there.
Fantastic ball. He's done just what he skip asked. He's come down and put a good first one, and he's just made it so much better
You
now.
need to be right in here, a yard or 2. Get that bowl. Get on the jack.
Well, Connor has got a tough shot on here.
It's more the weight he's got to play it with. It's a very difficult shot. You get this 1 in about 10, to be honest, because it either just hooks under as this one is doing. You go a wee bit wider, it just seems to kick by. So it's, you know, Paul might not know the characteristics of the rink, you know, that most of the players do, and that's just such a tough shot, to be fair.
Yeah, we say it time and time again, Darren, don't we, that people at home will watch that and think, right, well, Connor can play that easily, easy shot, anything into there. But the portable rink is different. It has its own character, and that is one of the hardest shots to play.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I practiced with Stuart Anderson yesterday, and he put a runner down that hand, and you would have thought he was out in the perfect
Right,
line,
mate.
and it just sat on the high side.
Slip
never
yours.
moved off it.
Hurry.
If you bring it in, you see
Right,
what happened to
okay, well done.
Connors. It's certainly not helped either. Looks like it's a very difficult shot here. I personally think, you know, it is so hard that I think the only guarantee of trying to get the shot is really just the perfect draw, but it is a very hard draw. There really isn't much to hit, certainly from our angles here. there is not much of a target.
Yeah.
Connor's had a look at it himself, but I don't know whether that'll help or
Yeah,
not.
it's
Like you
dead
say,
sort. I mean,
Darren,
you
there's not really
you
a
can play that weight you just
runner.
did. Obviously, just got to give it a shade more, and then hopefully you get that out there, or you come
See,
back
Paul's
off that.
calling that sort of weight of a shot again. Come on, Connor, use your experience of being on this rink. You know what you can play and what you can't.
You could just see Connor's reaction there. He knows he's sell. It's such a tough shot, but you know he doesn't have a lot on. To be fair, there isn't. He probably sees half a ball.
Well, played it. I fear it's going to go again.
There for Connor. Fine.
5, mate, yeah.
Yep.
Shots, brown and wires.
Certainly a massive 5. That's probably just about putting over the line in this this first set, barring any hiccups. Puts him in a great position.
I just
Set
wondered
score,
if that's
10-2 after
perhaps
5 ends.
commentator's curse again, because 2 ends ago I was just saying they've been counting in ones when they could count 6s. But, yeah, no, very. It just proves the consistent playing of Danny and Matt out there. Connor got away with a couple of big drives early doors.
Jack
I
length
think perhaps at
27.5
that end,
inches.
Darren, he should have been trying to either shake things up very quickly or draw for a decent second bowl.
Yeah, just difficult heads. To be fair, you know he's been faced with two tough ends back to back, and kind of got sucked into that really difficult shot twice, and he's paid the price with 2 heavy counts.
Well, 2 ends to play. Sorry. Yes, 2 ends to play. We're on end 6 now. It's going to very much be a question of trying to pick up a count for the Sonato and Maynard pairing.
Yeah, Paul certainly started the end better. That'll hopefully settle him down now. Often the case when you relax a bit, you know, when you think the set's probably gone, you sometimes just find a bit of form. So I think he's got to spend as much of this set just trying to get his weight, and hopefully he'll start the second set a wee bit more consistent.
Well, Danny and Matt here just trying to close this set out. Looks close again.
Yeah, Danny's just putting balls in the head, and as you know, as a lead, that's all you can ask of them really, is to build the heads up. At this level, it's very unusual for heads to remain. So, you know, the skips obviously are just looking for the head built, and they then can hopefully play the shot that'll get you 1 or 2 shots. So Danny's certainly done that very well this set. He's left Matt in good positions most ends.
1 red.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, current hold is 1 to red. That's enough to see them over the line in this first set. Very smooth delivery there from Matt Wires from the Spalding Club. Very consistent club.
Close, mate. Slipped nicely by. Very good indeed. Well bowled. Flip the 2.
This is kind of where it gets interesting, because Danny and Matt aren't really interested in scoring the end with any significance. All they're trying to do is
Left
limit
here,
Connor's
Connor.
ability to make sort of 3 or 4,
Onto
which
the
he
ball
probably
bend.
needs to keep the
Great
set
effort
alive.
here. Pick it up. Well done. Oh, great effort.
Yeah, Still be there, I think, mate. Drawing another shot in that gap there, really. Same as the last bowl. Do a bit now. Do a bit. Get down. Great effort. Just hanging away a touch with a bit of pace. All right.
Just switch now. Just draw it
Still
off
not a bad
here.
bowl there.
Tuck it there for 3.
As simple as that, Connor. Just took it there for 3.
Yeah, he's went out on a big wide line here. Maybe just overdone it. Certainly does come back quick, this hand.
Good effort.
Trying to get in that gap before Connor pulls it through, really.
Well, Matt doesn't really have to do anything fancy here again, does he, Darren? He just slots another one in somewhere. It's all the pressure on Connor at the moment.
Yeah, I think we heard Danny call it the pocket of the green bowls just in behind the jack. If he can draw between them, Connor has next to nothing to make enough to keep the set going.
Connor's
good
just having
effort.
a quick glance
Down.
at the scoreboard there.
Hurry.
This looks very good.
Hurry. Does a job, mate, and scores. Yeah. No, might have fell out.
It's kind of
Yeah,
plan
yeah.
B there.
Let's switch back off with that.
Plan B stopped Connor playing the shot he was going to play, so I think he's just going to try the backhand now. And if he can fall onto the jack, he might just squeeze it for a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, true.
He's on the wide line. These bowls will make it all
Good
the
effort
way
this.
back.
Just going to hold.
One red, mate?
One,
Yeah.
yeah.
One shot in the first set. Brown and wires.
You had it first set.
That's
Did we
first set,
keep it, Matt?
11-2 to Danny Brown
George,
and Matt Wires.
Gonna
Played
keep
well
it.
in that first set, the 2 from the Lincoln qualifier.
Yeah, I think throughout the set, Danny and Matt were the stronger pair. They certainly deserve to take that first set. So, such is the format, though it's back to 0-0 now, and Connor will be hoping to start this set, strong. If they can get out into a lead, then the first set counts for nothing really. It's the beauty of set format. You can write that first set off now, start afresh.
That, of course, is one rule that doesn't change. If Connor and Paul can win this second set, we will go to a 3-end tie break. Change of length here from Paul. Needs to get into this set early on. So it's easier sat here. It's Paul's first time on the portable rink. Never easy.
No, you're absolutely right, and especially coming off of the bowler's bar surface, which we've already touched on, is considerably heavier. So short time to get used to the pace of the portable rink. It's always going to be very difficult, but hopefully if he just gets a bit more consistent, he'll give Connor a bit of play.
This needs to run. Yeah, and don't forget, we're with you for every bowl sent out here on the portable rink at the World Bowls Tour event. And this is the Just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championships. We have the open pairs here. We also have the open singles. And we have a mixed pairs and a ladies match play. So plenty of bowls for you over the next 2 and a bit weeks. We'll be with you all the way here on YouTube. Well, Paul, you slipped past your own, slightly overplayed. Is behind, gives his partner chances.
Just thinking ahead to the next match, Janice. Obviously the overseas qualifiers from Australia playing Ireland. I'm just doing a quick check of my watch, so it'll be getting close to the early hours of the morning there. It'll be interesting to see if our Aussie friends will be tuning in to watch the boys play the pairs in the next session.
Well, I know the girlfriend of Des Khan has been live Facebooking the previous games, and she said, I was hoping he was going to get through, and then I could actually sit back and watch for a change, knowing that it's going out live on YouTube.
Yeah, when I watched their game earlier, I did see that. She was holding the phone. I was actually getting worried she might take hand cramp the length of time she had to hold it there for the match. So she'll have a rest now and be able to enjoy the game, thankfully.
Just hold a bit.
Quite a few
Come
people
on.
tuning in on
Good
YouTube
effort.
over in
Balls back off,
Australia.
you get it. Well done.
Good shot,
Shot,
mate.
And for that game, we might have
Slightly
a few from
well, that to
Lancashire
you it
tuning
is.
in as well, because
Yeah.
Des Khan's partner,
Played a similar
David
shot
Holt,
to Connor. Off the bowl, back to
It's
off the bowl,
actually-
just under that. Move that, you give yourself a chance.
ex-England international. He now speaks with a slight Aussie accent, so it's Lancashire Aussie accent. But he was also the manager at the Blackpool Borough Indoor Bowls Club for many years, was David Holt. Happily now over in
Right.
Australia and representing
save again.
Australia.
One over there was cover.
They're playing two very, very consistent Irish internationals, Darren in John McCulloch and Roy Battersby.
Yeah, again, sort of similar to Danny Brown, two very seasoned campaigners and sort of a good record and getting over to the qualifiers here. So
Down in.
yeah, it'll be a good match. I'm looking forward to that one.
Get down. Good spot.
It's a decent
Can
goal
still
from
be
Connor.
drawn. Or you played again. Underneath of the bowl.
Well, choice of shot here for Matt. He's playing the timer again.
Closer.
Certainly increased his speed, so
Look,
Possibly two down there now.
Two.
two down.
Cover it up there, really.
maybe give another shot away. So
Well, yeah, can do if you want.
Hope I don't go bowl away again.
pick a
Yeah.
hand for Connor, draw the shot.
Go there, don't
He lies a 3, then it's just the start they wanted to this set. So
they? Yeah.
certainly put Matt under pressure with his last ball if he can slot this one in.
So very confident player, Connor. His parents are in the audience, supportive of the son.
Yeah, they
Martin
good
and
line.
Caroline, supportive of commentary box as well, because I did promise to
Come on.
mention that they have
Come on.
given us a
Run.
box of Quality Street, Darren.
Yeah, count it, think. Yeah,
I can
well
see
done.
they're right in front of me, Janice, teasing me.
Yes,
But,
it's a very kind donation to commentary.
Draw in there, mate.
And you certainly don't lack for food here at the wonderful Potters Resort. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight supper. Fantastic place to play bowls, but also a great holiday venue. And if you love your bowls, I think there's still a few tickets available for the
Line.
early stages. It's worth coming down and
Pace is
experiencing the
interesting.
facility and
Played,
experiencing
Matty.
these
Well
world-class
played, son.
players
Down,
out on the
down.
portable rink.
Well played, mate. Well played.
Fantastic goal there, Darren, from Matt Wires.
Yeah, he's playing really well. Even
Shot,
though he'd
round
failed
and wide.
twice there, he's coming with a great draw his last ball. So these are the big shots. He drops a 3 there, then it's a different set. But a great last ball,
Come on.
and it just keeps the momentum going.
Not on there. Ah.
Yeah, just had a bit of a space there. Has Danny sent this off?
Didn't have much luck, have we?
What is a character of the rink? The jack does seem to roll across the surface very fast, and you know what, all the times I've seen people rolling up, you know, as sort of professional players, so to speak, you know, we don't actually throw the jack a lot in practice, so, you know, I think it does scoot along the surface, and, you know, I've been prone to lose it myself on a couple of occasions, so it's easy done.
Yes, I had a wry smile on my face
Jack
there because I can
37
remember mentioning this, I think, to your good self in commentary at Perth, Darren, about jacks. But it does seem to skim across the surface.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. You see it just even when balls are drawn to the jack. It doesn't need much to touch it, and it, you know, easily runs 9-10 inches. So, you know, when you're rolling it to a certain length, it does seem to roll on and on and on. And even with that extra metre, it's a 3-metre tee. We've now seen the jack in the ditch 3 times here, so it's easy done.
Like you mentioned earlier, the winner of this game will play again tonight. So at least they've then had
Run.
a game on the
Run. Run all of it,
portable
Paul. Hurry.
rink.
Yes, mate. Very good.
They meet 2 seeds tonight, Jason Greenslade and Les Gillett. And of course they've been out there having practice sessions, but they haven't actually played a game. It's similar with your draw, Darren. You'll be playing against somebody that's actually had a game out there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, it's swings and roundabouts, I suppose. You're through an extra round waiting in the quarterfinals. Obviously, we've been seeded 1, having won it last year. So, but yeah, you're right. You know, we can practice all day, but match play is what you want out there. And you know, the players that will have played games on the rink, then they'll have gained
Round away.
more than an MD. It's just rolling up.
Get up now. Hurry.
But that said, you know,
Run.
we're looking forward to our game, and
Yes,
you know,
mate.
I think
Very
no
good.
matter
Well
who
done.
we play, it's going to be a good game.
Well, Paul's certainly started the second set better. He's putting bowls behind the jack more.
Get up.
Get up in your clothes. Run.
Get up.
It's going to fall away, not a second. Hard one.
Little tuck round the corner here for Paul with the jack.
It's a great
Bend
end
into
from
it.
Paul
Bend
here.
into
He
it.
just get the
Yes,
jack.
mate. Very good.
Perfect.
That's very good.
It's just what he's been needing, you know, he's been needing to start this set, you know, he knows in his own mind he probably had to
Chopper.
lift his game a wee bit, and he's certainly done that.
And like I say, I was there when he qualified for the International Open. He qualified out of Lincoln, played exceptionally well. And then he got beaten in the final of the co-op wildcard event at Blackpool Newton Hall. He got beaten by his partner Connor Sonato there, so I think that's where the pairing started from.
Yeah, they're always interesting games. I've run into my friend
With a
Stuart a
chance,
couple
mate.
of
All on
times,
pace. Hurry. Hurry.
you know, it's
Come on, get up.
as much as we enjoy playing together, when we go out there against each other, then it's battle
Yeah,
for
mate,
an hour
third,
and a
well
half,
done.
but
Still got a couple.
actually very good
Last
friends
is
once
that.
the game finishes again. So they're always interesting games when you're playing a good friend on the portable rink.
Well, Connor, to draw
Hold
on
a bit.
this time.
It's over,
Oh.
Rena.
Don't think he's reached.
Pace you.
Well, his weight wasn't
It's all right,
bad,
no
really.
damage.
It just
18 inches on your last
dipped
draws, it,
in.
mate.
It's one of these sort of funny ends where if somebody could just draw a front toucher, they're going to be in command. All the balls are just short of the jack, so
Line again.
you know, if somebody can put one in there, it's going to be hard to get it out.
Come on, Matty. Steady now. Steady. Steady, mate. What a great effort. Whoa, 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 whoa. And drop. Yep, well played, mate.
Well, sounds like that might have made
Close.
shot.
Close for shot. Still got that. Just draw it off.
Certainly out on a better
Come on,
line
then.
this time, Connor.
Come on. Good effort here, Connor. Come on.
One down.
Stay with it. Yes, you got it. Well done.
Well, Connor said one down when his ball was reaching the head, and I think he thought he was going to just tuck it to
You're
the
gonna be unlucky there.
red ball
That's what
of
I
Matt
thought.
Wyers, but he managed to hang on in there.
Yeah, to be fair, he probably deserved to keep the shot there. He was a decent effort. He could have got the outside of the jack, made a 3, so I think he deserved to keep the shot.
Good header bowls, this one, Darren. It's been very, very consistent. All players now playing well. That's what you want when you're out there. You want to play your best.
No worries.
Yeah, there's a shot before, don't you?
I obviously jinked Matt there.
Shot before, on there if you want. On there. Out and stay.
I'll just get back on the board.
Right.
Well,
I'll chip it with one down.
yeah,
Right.
Connor very decisive there. Paul was asking him to play a shot to take the red ball out.
Yeah, I'm probably known to be quite aggressive or positive on the ring, but I'm not sure I would have played that shot either. I think Connor stuck to the correct shot. Just try to draw for a 2. If he fails, at least they're on the card.
One, mate, yeah.
One shot, Maynard and Sonato.
Well, we haven't seen a drastic change in length from either lead here, but perhaps that's a little bit to do with the consistency with jack delivery. Now Paul prefers to play longer length jacks.
I'll
We'll
go
see
same
what.
again.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, this is a test for you. If you're struggling as a lead with a jack and your skip puts the foot there, all the pressure comes back to you.
Yes, mate.
Not bad.
Jack length 27 metres.
Oh, Paul. Nice lead here.
Just bend. Start, Paul.
Not a bad
Well done.
start.
Yeah, decent opener from Paul.
Good line again from Danny. Don't know whether it's quite making the trip.
Definitely down a thinner track here.
Hold it flat now. Run. Yep, well done.
Well, Danny will hope to adjust to that. Just overplayed, but matched Paul's back bowl.
Yeah, so often the case. Danny played a great first set and he's just went walkabouts a wee bit the last couple of ends. He just seems to be sort of searching for his weight.
Bend all of it. Bend all of it.
Well, Paul doesn't, as a rule, play with swingy bowls. He prefers a tighter rolling bowl, whereas Connor plays with big swinging bowls. That can make a huge difference to whether a bowl will come back off that wide line.
Hang on, mate.
Just another one of these ends where I'm quite convinced that the end-winning shot hasn't been played yet. You know, these bowls will be beat by these 2 skips, so battle of the skips again.
Connor gets to go first this time, so can he make this difference? Draw shot, Connor.
Connor, run this. Great line. Yard.
Well, he's still left the door open for Matt Wires. Nice shot there from our newly installed ditch cams that we brought on board this season to try and give you better angles while YouTube coverage is running.
Yeah, similar,
Fine.
mate. It's not yard.
Yeah. Come back.
Well, Connor, have you adjusted your pace? Nice
Well done,
picture
Nat.
from ditch cam there of our marker, Dan Blewett.
That's that. Good effort.
No change, mate. Join in.
Changing lanes, certainly caught everybody out here. Matt draws in with this, he sorts it out, but boys are just struggling to get the line in length.
That's a line. Very positive, isn't it?
Looks better here, all on his weight, I think.
Rest the back, you win. Rest. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, got shot.
Close. Don't know.
Of course, Dan Blewett's part of the very strong umpiring team here at the World Bowls Tour. He's out there at the moment with Mike Davis. But also there's some games going on in overseas qualifiers out on the Bowlers Bar rinks, and the other two umpires, Tom Weir, he's out there at the moment, as is Tony Hatch. The four umpires for the first week here. Tony is one of the new umpires. He went through the selection process, and this is his first full season on the roster.
Almost feel I've jinxed the skips here. I said that the winning ball hadn't been rolled, but I'm not convinced anyone's beat it so far, so pressure's on Matt to keep me right here, but I'm sure he'll be looking to draw this shot.
Great line.
Mate, steady now.
All on pace
Steady
again
now.
here,
Well
Matt.
played, Matty. Well done, mate. I'll do.
I was never in doubt, Janice. I told you that the wind shot hadn't been rolled. I didn't expect it to take to the last bowl, but yeah, it's a good bowl from Matt, you know, because they're obviously lined the one now, and I think it's a measure for two, so.
Yeah, one conceded.
Yes,
Yeah.
first time umpire Mike Davis has been
This one is cold.
called on to
It's cold, isn't it?
let us know which is. I think they might even be trying a measure for three here, Darren, I'm not sure. Definitely measuring for two.
It's only, well, I think it's only one.
A lot of chocks being used. Must have plenty of chocks in their Drake's Pride pack out there.
Higher line, it seems to run on.
Certainly looks like the green's beaten that one, so just the back one to check now.
I think it might just be the one red. Mike Davis will go back to the green bowl. Just make sure that the measure didn't move.
One shot, Brown and Wires.
2-1 after three ends to Danny Brown and Matt Wires. It was 2-1 after three ends of the first set, but Connor and Paul. And it was this end, end four, where Danny and Matt picked up a count of four. And that was really down to Danny leading exceptionally well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think, you know, the Jack wanders its way through again, but he's going to survive.
Jack
So,
lives.
yeah, no, I think that, you know, what used to be 2-ball, now 3-ball, was if the leads are getting them in, then you're going to have chances. There's no doubt about that. You know, it's a type of format where if the lead is giving you play, then, you know, as a skip, it's up to you to convert that play into scoring opportunities. So Danny certainly did that very well first set. In fairness, Paul's come on to a better game second set, so it's game on now. You know, next couple lines could decide this set.
Yeah, Paul's certainly preferring the slightly longer length jack. Looks good again here.
And again. And again. Good start, Paul. Well done. It's up to you, mate. You can have a couple down there,
Yeah,
or you
right.
keep with it. Pace, I think.
Very swinging draw this hand at the moment.
Pick it up. All right, mate.
Still there? Or?
I would, mate, just slip your ball. Get to the reds as a bonus.
Well, Connor just asking Paul to try and reach past his own bowl. I think he just needs to ease up.
Bend to it. Bend to it. It's good, mate. Well done. Similar, mate. Close you can.
Good ball there. You know, he's come to a good position. Don't think Danny will be trying to trail the jack. He's just trying to throw the shot. He was just a fraction under and a fraction quick with his last one.
Pace, like.
He's certainly out a slightly wider line, but this will hook across again. It's a really big swinging hand.
Same gap, I think. Oh, mate.
You
Great
want there,
effort.
or?
No. Just draw away. Draw
Yeah, I
another
think
one.
that was a good example of what I said earlier about how swingy the rink is this year. You know, that hand has always been quite big, but, you know, Danny's ball's almost bent 2.5 feet out the head, which, you know, coming in, it didn't look like it was ever going to happen, but
Oh,
really big swing towards the end of its journey.
bend away. Bend away.
Well, in the area again here, Paul. Good ball there.
Shot, mate, well done. Shot.
Yeah, Danny was just saying, I think we heard on his speaker there, he didn't expect it to swing as far as that.
Yeah, certainly good end from Paul here. Really bit of draw for Matt. You know, pick a hand, draw the shot, get as close as you can.
Well, he's watched Danny's
Like down.
bowls swoop
Right
under.
down and hurry. Get up.
He's
Right
giving it
try.
very good line.
Right try.
Great effort.
Out. Well, it's pretty close for shot. Hang on a sec.
Just asking Dan Blewett to give his opinion.
Possibly one down. Just overdraw it here.
Yeah, some players will ask for the marker's opinion, others who maybe trust their own eyes
you
better
running.
will make the call themselves,
Connor.
but, you know, the markers
get after
are
this.
really accurate and
Turn that one in then.
they're
Go
there to
inside.
be used.
Go on the ball, Jack. Yes.
Oh,
Well
great
done.
bowl there. Nice little tuck.
Good one, mate.
Yes, the markers and umpires very good.
Yeah, I mean, this
Brave
is
one if you fancy it.
this is
Backhand
interesting.
jack.
Normally in the 2-ball format, you wouldn't risk this in case,
Well,
in case you
can
take your
come
own,
back
but
off ours. That's the.
he's got 2
You'd be
balls
unlucky
left.
not to be
you know.
fair.
So I think they're electing to have a wee run here, trying to get the jack. You know, if he does take his own, he's got a ball to come.
Didn't like that.
Something going.
Hang
Could
on.
have gone better.
Hold in. 2 and a look. Draw it here. Their bowl's a bowl short.
Slightly unfortunate
That ball
result
short.
from that. He was
Ball
slightly
short.
off target,
Inside,
certainly, but
another
he
one.
probably couldn't got a worse result if he tried. He could be 3 down.
There's a bit of room here as well for Connor to slot another bowl in.
Get up.
Come on, hurry.
Get up.
He's urging it to get up.
Oh, I've dropped it. Left it in the box.
You just hear Connor there saying he'd left it in the box. I think he knew his cell. He was just hadn't quite pushed through the ball. And he knew that was a chance, you know, to draw into lie 3, maybe 4. The sucker punch would be if Mark goes up now and draws the shot.
Yeah, well, he's got the chance down this backhand. Rests the side bowl. He's got a chance of sitting in for shot. All to do with the perfect weight.
Right, mate.
Well,
Whatever
in the
happens.
area.
Come on, Matty. On the bowl.
Very
Well
close
played, mate.
here.
Brilliant
What
bowl.
a great bowl from Matt. Like you say, that was the killer blow, really.
It's a fantastic ball, you know, and he's done that at least on 2 or 3 occasions in the match. He's came in with his last bowl. Connor will know his
Sorry?
cell. He'll be disappointed with his second one.
I think
Just
so. I
gave
think you've
Matt
got to
the
be brave in this, haven't
opportunity,
we? We've got
but
2 or
you know,
3
Matt still had to
seconds.
play it.
Get that. Take that off.
I think Paul's asking Connor to be brave here. Hits the green
Fair bit of
bowl.
weight in there.
Got a chance of taking the red bowl out the head. I think he said that they've still got 3 seconds. He's in the area. Just going to go. Good effort.
1 shot, Brown and Wires.
Yeah, not far off target, just probably a ball and a half tight from what he really was looking for. Again, you know, Mark played a
Set score
fantastic
3-1
last
after
ball.
4 ends.
Gives him a 3-1 lead after 4 ends of this set.
Yeah, there's been a tighter set in the first set, which Danny Brown and
Jack
Matt
Mills, 28
Wires
meters.
won 11-2 after 6 ends. We're of course playing 3 bowl pairs now at this just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championship,
All on your pace, mate.
but only 7 ends where we normally play 9 ends.
Well done, mate.
So another good start from Danny. You know, he's barring a couple of ends there where he just sort of went off slightly. He's been pretty good, and that's all you can ask from your lead.
Yes, I think he'd say himself he went walkabout for a couple of ends.
Yeah, well, it's easy done, and I think we can allow him a couple of ends walkabout.
And again.
Look of concentration there on the Lincoln Indoor Bowls Club manager's
mate.
face. Sure his good friend Billy Jackson will be
Close down.
watching this on
Close here,
YouTube.
mate. Well played. Very good.
Great bowl there from Danny.
Swizzy hard.
Paul needs to just adjust on his last bowl. Try and get something in the area.
Run.
Doing a good track again.
Paddy.
Well,
Run.
good effort.
Mate, well done. Very good.
Odd look for sort of where Connor stood really down there.
It's a good call from Matt. You know, obviously, see new players coming into this situation, maybe not too familiar with respots and stuff like that. So, a very early call to get Danny to come into an area which is possibly going to be useful late in the
Well
end.
done.
So,
Very good.
an
It's a
impressive
great ball.
call and well executed by Danny.
Turn your
as
ball
well.
away through it. Make sure you got this sort of pace. Turn to your bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, as we were saying, this is a 7-end set. They're currently one down of the Sonato Maynard pairing. I don't think they're going to be short at this. They need to reach into it, and Danny Brown's bowl there to the left of your screen has finished in a very good place.
Run.
Well, Matt won't want to make this head any bigger.
I'm just going to see what he does.
Interesting choice for him. I suppose he could just run and sort of find the same bit of cover that Danny did and leave it as it is. He might have liked to do that with his first one till he sees what kind of weight Connor's going to play.
Well, yeah, he's definitely
A
gone
bit more.
deep with
A bit
this.
more. Yeah, very good.
Leaving
All right.
it alone,
Let's
as you
back that one
mentioned, Darren. See what Connor does. Connor will want to change something.
Connor electing to try the forehand draw.
Oh, Connor. Run a bit.
Looks like he's
Pull off
just
ours.
going under, but he might fall back off the green.
Back in. Good effort that.
Yeah, that's vulnerable to a little tip now. You certainly don't be drawing it there. Yeah, we're still on. Yeah, you can draw it there. Bit of
Yeah,
brave
it might be
one, draw it
worth Matt following that bowl down and resting off the green bowl before Connor does.
Yeah, I think he draws into the head now. He's certainly covered the other side of the rink. Draws in with this one, he can maybe just make it harder for Connor.
Hold on.
He doesn't want to tip
Good
it
effort,
himself.
mate. Pace is all over it.
I think there's a good shot here now. Just on the draw. Touch ours in. Shot, definite.
Change of hand for Connor. Paul just asking him to sit his own bowl down.
In the area. Bend. Bend a bit. Oh, great effort.
Nearly.
Yeah, I think if he touched that ball at all, it would have been enough to
Yeah.
topple it in for shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Very brave, yeah.
Well, Matt was very close with his last. If he got this right, I think Danny's saying that to him. If he got this right, he could hold a 3 out there, or even possibly a 4. Leave a lot of pressure on Connor's last bowl.
Yeah, I think he'd just be trying to draw this, you know, get another ball in the area. If he touches the jack, it's a bonus. You know, he might make a 2 or a 3, but I think he really just wants to be trying to put another ball into the head.
Just a slight adjustment on his last delivery. Line looks good.
Fair effort. Down. Great try, Matty.
Great
Did
effort.
very well, mate. Well done.
Matt doesn't look so happy with that, but it was very close to being perfect.
Difficult choice for Connor here. You know, if he attacks to try and win the end, then if he gets a bad connection, the jack respots out to the right as we look, he's going to
Yeah.
lose lots. I think he just has to keep his draw. You know, if he can come round the outside of the jack, maybe a slight touch, he might make a 2. He's only 1 down, and then they probably would like to win, but they can't afford to risk losing as many as he might if it respots. So it's a draw, I think, off the forehand. Make the shot, gets a 2, it's a bonus.
Get up.
Well, he's on the wide line. That's where he needs to be with these bowls.
Sorry then.
Has he reached?
Finish it.
One, mate, yeah.
One shot, Brown and Wires.
Well, 4-1 with 2 ends to play. Obviously, we're in a situation where it's a must-win end this for Paul Maynard and Connor Sonato. just checking my watch there, Darren, to see
Check
how
them,
long
thank
this
you.
game's been, because I think there was a lot of talk when they took it to 3 bowl pairs, how long games were going to last.
Track, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact we're reducing to 7 ends,
Right up to this.
I can't see there being
Right
much
up,
time
mate.
difference, to be perfectly
Right up.
honest, in what would have been
Well
the
done. Good
normal
start.
2 bowl with 9 ends. So I think the games will run to a very similar length of time. Obviously, if we'd remained at 9 ends, then you would have probably been looking at an extra 15-20 minutes per game. So, yeah, I think the cutback in ends will be compensated by the extra bowl.
Run.
I think this needs to reach, just lacking.
Good yard.
Great shot there of the new World Championship
weight, I think,
shirts.
Trying ever so hard here. Right up. Up, up, up. Well done. 2 foot will do it.
I know he'll be waiting out there on me saying it, so they're supplied by a company called Bowls Trader, Steve Broom. He's supplying the shirts now
Underway.
for
Underway.
the World Bowls Tour
Again,
events.
mate. Just beat your own.
I'm sat in one of his other shirts here, so I thought I'd better just mention it.
Yeah, well, Danny's been
Nice
bang on the
track
line
again.
twice, just pulled up slightly short. He can make
Come
the
on, mate.
correction, then
Trying hard.
he's down the line again.
Trying hard, mate. Up.
Oh, this is a
Run.
fantastic bowl.
Run. Run. Well done.
Yes, he's certainly won the Battle of the Leads
Is that
today,
a
has
draw to it?
Danny Brown. As I mentioned, a couple of years back, they got to this stage and just lost out. Determined to not let that happen today. They want that date with Jason Greenslade and Les Gillett later this evening.
Yeah, I mean, barring the first sort of 2 or 3 ends of this set,
That's about, mate. Well
you
done.
know,
That's all.
Danny's probably dominated the lead position. Only consolation for Connor is, you know, Paul has failed
Yeah.
sort of round
Yeah,
the
mate.
jack with 2,
Yeah.
so he does have 2 balls in behind play, but I'm sure Matt will sense that. He was very knowledgeable the last end with his cover play, so I'm quite sure they'll be splitting the green balls here.
Yeah, well, if Connor can't change this, it will be the end of this English pairs playoff. And as I mentioned, after trial ends, we'll be straight into Australia versus Northern Ireland.
Yeah, well
Des
done, mate.
Can and
Yeah,
David
very good.
Holt versus John McCulloch and Roy Battersby. Another great game coming up. Stick with us if you can on this Friday the 13th, unlucky for some.
Connor's first attempt here.
Yeah, good effort, Connor.
Great weight for what he's looking for.
Right
Just
sort of
has to
weight.
be in a blade.
Fancy one in there.
It's almost
do you
got
wanna
to
beat
play
that
to the
bowl? I mean, you can
glide
do it
of
either way. You can
the red
Beat
bowls
that
as well,
bowl, you
Darren.
score and cover in there, look.
If he got a glide off the 2 short red bowls, it might straighten him back up to the jack.
Yeah, you know, it looks a good shot, but it is so difficult to play that shot out there. He just has to get everything absolutely perfect. This one's certainly coming more into the mix.
Yeah.
Running through
Same
again,
here.
so he still has the option. You know, his weight was pretty good.
Still a chance. He's watching this.
Definitely in the area. Ben.
Definitely
Oh, he's
watching
not
this
moving.
bowl. It's just going to hang off.
Great try.
Incredible.
Governor Harbour, mate, isn't he? Right? Going to try and draw to that round there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, he was obviously down a slightly tighter line. I think Connor quite liked it, but just increased his pace just sufficiently
No,
to
all
hold
right,
it
fair
off.
enough.
I think
Is it-
Matt just needs to cover those 3 green bowls this time. I think he's saying to Danny he's going to try and do it off the forehand. Nope. Stayed with the back.
He just has to negotiate the green one. You know, if he doesn't pass the green one, then he's in trouble. But he's certainly coming underneath it into a decent enough spot. Hard for corner now.
Yeah, similar bowl really. Get it through to get.
Well,
get
this
2 or
bowl
3.
to stay
Come on.
in the event. If he misses, Danny Brown and Matt Wires take the spot in the main draw. Oh, just a bit of disturbance there. Certainly watching it. Line looks good. Oh, it's just going to hang off again.
Flat. Rubbish. I'll take the 1 out. Probably 2. Yeah, that's 2. Oh, that was. Hadn't really looked at it. Do you want the measure on the other one?
Might just be 2. If it's just 2, then they're potentially still in the match, albeit just.
Yeah, it looks like they're just looking for the 2, just the 2. But even one gives Connor a way to find a 5 or a 6, Darren. Not easy.
I think they've maybe taken 2 out, actually. I think this is the measure for 3.
Yeah. 3 shots, second set in the match. Danny Brown and Matt Wires.
Yeah, game over, 3 shots. They win the second set 7-1.
Yeah,
That's it. We can't win.
it's high.
Even if they get a 6, they can't tie because Danny
High, 7-all.
and Matt won the first set. A little bit of a confusion there, Darren.
Yeah, I think the players just were struggling to realise what had happened. But yeah, no, that's it. Match over.
Well, thanks very much for your company, Darren. I believe you're joining me again at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good first match, so I look forward to coming back to do one of the later games.
Brilliant. And join us, viewers, after this short break for the next game out here on the portable rink at the Just 2017 World Indoor Bowls
I
Championship.
did. I meant to anyway. Yeah, some really good last bowls there. Sort of changed it in the second set. 'Cause
On then, ladies and gentlemen. And our first pairing are both no strangers to the WBT circuit, one of which is a former semi-finalist in this very event. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ireland, give it up for Roy Battersby and John McCulloch. And now all the way from Australia. This is a brand new partnership consisting of a previous World Indoor Pairs champion. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give it up and give a warm welcome to David Holt and Des Can. Now I'd like to hand over to your commentator, Janice Gower. Over to you, Janice.
Thank you very much, Richard. And in for an exciting game from these 4 players, I'm sure. This is the overseas playoff to go into the main pairs draw. And the winner of this game will play tonight at 7:30 against David Gawley and Mervyn King. Interesting lineup here. John McCulloch leading out here for the Irish duo. And Roy Battersby, both play international bowls. Both got a lot of experience. John McCulloch's qualified several times for World Bowls Tour events, so he's no stranger to the portable rink. And they're playing against the Aussie duo of David Holt and Des Can. Again, both players that have qualified for World Bowls Tour events. And these games are 2 sets of 7 ends and 3 bowl pairs.
Yeah, it's still there, John, yep.
The marker for this game is Mike Davis and the umpire Dan Blewett. We have 4 umpires here for the first week.
Well played, John. Well played.
Games at the Just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championships. And with Dan and Mike, we have Tony Hatch and Tom Weir.
Lovely track.
You might find that the opening ends are a bit of a feeler for all 4 players. They've just been playing on the bowlers' bar rinks. They are notoriously a lot heavier than the portable rink. I know the players were given an extra few ends trials before this game to just try and decide what bowls they wanted to play with.
One green.
Getting a little in there. This might go on or off, can you tell?
All 4 players are mic'd up down there, so hopefully as the game progresses we'll find out what sort of shots they're discussing. Roy looks down a very good line here. It's whether his pace will just,
Nah, you probably wouldn't have been far away.
yeah, just let him run into the short bowl.
Come on. Keep coming, bud.
Well, looks very close here.
Great effort, mate. Good start.
Don't change anything. Try and get another one in.
Don't forget, we're live with you for every bowl sent here at the World Bowls Tour event out on the portable rink. And if you have any questions for us, please put them down on the YouTube chat and we'll get them answered for you. If I can't answer them, I'll ask one of the players or the World Bowls Tour CEO, Richard Madison, and we'll try and get questions answered for you. One of the first questions we've had in is about why we've gone to 3 bowl pairs.
Yeah, you're second, yeah.
It was a decision made
yes,
to
mate.
try something a little bit different, and speaking to a few of the players, they seem to think that whereas 2 bowl pairs tends to be a lot of draw bowls, we might find a little bit more aggressive play in 3 bowls. Darren Burnett mentioned that in commentary in
Good,
the
mate. Zoom it down.
last game. But because we've gone to 3 bowl pairs, we've had to drop the number of ends to 7 ends to fit in with streaming and TV timing schedules. World Bowls Tour are always trying to amend and tweak things for the better. Of course, the pairs we don't play under the shot clock, so there's plenty of time to take over choices of shot. David Holt's got to adjust on his last 2 deliveries. One finished just short, one just through. Can we make the adjustment? Very familiar set of bowls there to me, because I think David's actually playing with one of my sets of bowls. There is a pool of bowls here for the players. They can select what they want to play with. If the top of the draw, they have to play with red bowls and play in red shirts. If the bottom of the draw, they play with green bowls and in green shirts.
And Battersby.
Well, David came to me earlier today and we were discussing bowls in the pool, and he asked if he could have a run out with mine. And I may not be on the rink, but my bowls are. Well, John McCulloch and Roy
28.5
Battersby
metres.
got off to a start there with 1 shot. Well, John, what's your pace like here?
Okay, next time.
Of course, all these games on the portable rink are played at the fabulous Potters Resort, who look after us very well here. We're well fed, well watered, well looked after. Des has got a great bowl here.
Still play up, John.
Des has travelled over with his girlfriend Rebecca, who kindly managed to Facebook Live their earlier games out on the bowler's bar rinks. She said to me, I do hope Des gets through, and then I can have a relax
played,
and
John.
you can take over
Well
the
played, son.
commentary.
Well done. Very good. Good. We'll have to change, John.
Still get it there?
No, no, you have
Get
to
there?
change. Stay high.
Needs to just slip past that and be a length.
Very good. Very good.
Des was at Blackpool in 2015 for the International Open. He lost the first round there. Made a good few friends at Blackpool.
One red.
David Holt qualified back in 2015 for the Scottish International Open, where he got through a couple of rounds there. But as mentioned by Richard in the opening, he has won the World Pairs many years ago with one Tony Alcock, MBE. A good pedigree, David Holt. Great experience. And when Des Can's regular partner unfortunately couldn't make the trip over due to other commitments, he asked David Holt to step into the fray. I think David's just
Stand by.
reaching with this.
Yard, more grass.
Come on.
Ladder line. Maybe not.
Urging this bowl on, I think it might just be going to get wrecked again. Bit more of a gap now for David to get through. A slight adjustment, a couple of foot on his last delivery.
Come on.
And a very good line. Well, that helped it.
Put that off it. I'd still leave him dry when you get second shot.
Not a lot on with all the short bowls there. Urging it on, great track.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, probably, yeah.
A repeat of the delivery line for David Holt.
Which one? Some of them. Oh, your second one.
Track again, mate.
Very close, needs to slip past the green bowl.
good, mate, all good.
Two.
Two, mate. Two, mate.
2 shots
Two
to David
shots,
Holt and
14
Descamp. The Australians take a 2-1 lead after 2 ends.
Set score 2-1 after 2 ends.
As confirmed by the dulcet tones there of Dan Blewett.
Oh. Metre and a half off the tee.
We saw in the game before this that because the players had been out on the rinks by the bowler's bar that are notoriously heavier than the portable, there was a bit of a issue from both leads casting the jack. I think David was trying to counteract that.
Track length 28 metres.
They'll have all been watching the previous game. Long day for these qualifiers. They've already played one game today. They played in a round robin stages. Both won their groups.
Good start,
The
John.
last games this morning.
Well played, son. Well played.
Now they play here and then they play again, the winner of this, at 7:30. We're live with you for all the bowls sent. Do join us and don't forget, any questions, just bob them on the YouTube chat and we'll endeavour to get them answered for you.
You're about 3 inches off it, John. Tap, me tap. Very good, son. Well played.
Still there, mate. Line's good both times.
Well, David Holt telling his lead that his line's been very good both times, just needs to adjust the pace.
Sorry,
He's
mate.
still lacking.
Still played, John. Still played. You're a bull short. Straw away. Another bull in. Come on, John. Come on, right up, right round. Right up. Up you up. Okay, now. Okay.
Flying jack on here, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. 2 green.
Well, David Holt
Brushes.
was the manager of Blackpool Borough Indoor Bowls Club. Played for England. Indoors and out. Dabbled a bit in the way back when in the Crown Green game. Well, all on his pace here.
Mate, go.
Reaches the bowl and replaces it.
Great shot,
Great
mate.
bowl by David Holt there.
Good for you. Sweet tap on it. That's all.
But he's made a home for himself now over in Australia. Very happily. But it's always nice to catch up with him when he's back over. He now speaks Lancashire with an Aussie accent.
Good effort. Another good ball there.
My
Sorry,
ball's
Dave.
what, Des?
Weight's fine.
My ball. Ball in front, mate. Holding. What sort of a gap? Oh, half inch.
Great experience. And David Holt. Very competitive. Doesn't want to knock his own ball too hard.
Shot, mate.
We're land one. I just draw
Yeah,
right.
just
even
caught
around
it
here
too
is good.
hard there. John McCulloch and Roy Battersby from the Belfast Indoor Bowls Club. Great club over in Belfast. It's where the home international series is this March. Looking forward to going over and catching up with a few friends over there. Well, David, either promote his own bowl or get to the green bowl. Good track. Whether it's shuffled it enough.
We still lie? Did I skid it at all? A little bit.
It's close enough, bro. I would tend to just play, or you can come down and have a look.
Yeah, it'd be
Pleasure,
interesting. I think John's saying you might as well reach this as not. He could be down. David Holt definitely shuffled that bowl along the carpet. Even just rocking it can make a difference. Just pushes it slightly along the carpet.
We favour for ours too.
You just want to
They
take a
both
chance and
seem
go.
to just have a favour for the
It's pretty hard in your last.
green bowl.
Not always the best to call. Slight fancy for ours. Yeah.
Just want to play conversion shots so you know that it's hard to do in each area. Keep drawing balls across.
Well, yeah, this bowl says that Roy Battersby definitely fancies his own green bowl. Umpire being called. Marker Mike Davies asking which bowls can be removed, and Dan Blewett being called in to decide which of these two bowls is shot.
Fancy ours, Dylan? I slid it a bit near. You can get a bit of skid on it sometimes, but I still like it all. One
Yeah,
shot,
one
I'll come
green.
back to Battersby.
Ties it all up at 2 across after 3 ends. These are sets of 7 ends. If you're just joining us, as the pairs
Set score 2-2 after 3 ends.
has been taken to 3 bowl pairs. And that's the same in this Open World Pairs Championship as well as the Mixed Pairs, which is featured next weekend. It'll be 3 bowl pairs.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
high. Gently now. Gently.
All on pace here, John. Good
Very
start.
good, John. Well played.
Got it, Des.
All the way back. Yeah.
Left a bit of chalk on his bowl there, I think.
Up and down.
Yeah, Mike Davis just notices that
That's
and
where you've
removes
got it.
it.
You want flip it over and try and rest this ball.
Marcus are out there to assist the game and keep it flowing.
Come on. Come on. Good shot, mate.
There's 3 other umpires that make up the World Bowls Tour umpiring team. They join us for the second week here. Sure, they're listening in. We'll give a shout out to Francis Fletcher, Dan McManus and Alan Thornhill. They all join us next weekend.
Yep.
And again, touch is good. Most agreement.
Oh, Des is on a very good track again here.
Good effort.
I hope we're at a reasonable time for the Australian viewers that have tuned into this live full HD and commentary World Bowls Tour YouTube stream. Des in particular has been enjoying the fact that we've had snow here today. Out taking photographs of the
Game
snow, as
Good game, very close
many
here,
of the
mate.
overseas
Very close.
players that are here.
Oh, well done.
Oh, great goal there from
Yeah,
Roy.
mate. Come on, mate. Come on, Halty.
Close here, David.
Hurry.
Might just sit off the green
Nice
bowl.
shot, mate. Something similar, Roy. Right. Go on.
He's certainly watching this.
Well, you drop it down.
Might just dip under.
Have a try. What's mine again, Des?
Close again. Even touching the jack's good. Yeah, great bowl, David Holt.
Something similar. Ah, you changed too much.
2 red.
Like top again.
Well, David's gone on a higher line
Multi.
this time.
Come on.
Will Nick all the way back if he's a good weight. Great effort again here, David.
2.
2.
2 shots. Hold and can. Set score 4-2 after 4 ends.
Well, there was a bit of a wry smile there from Des Cam when he was saying what sort of length of jack do you want. And they do say that the jacks skim across the surface here. Shorter
23.5
jack.
metres.
That's probably the shortest jack we've seen play here all day. Oh, he didn't like that.
Well played, John. Well played.
Great starter ball there from John McCulloch.
Go on, mate. Cheers. Down. What a shot this is.
Close here, Des. Oh, great reply. Great adjustment off his first delivery. In the area again, John, if you're reaching.
Great try, John. Anything.
John McCulloch's married and has got a little girl called Chloe. I'm sure she's watching her
Right.
daddy back home.
Good, Des. Red ball, mate.
His head, Roy. Roy, shut him off.
Roy. Roy. Got his head, Roy.
Sorry?
Got his
Oh,
head.
sorry.
2 red.
Just looking at David Holt's profile here. He was an England international from 1987 till 2002.
Right.
He's got 9 English national titles to his name. And of course he won the Commonwealth Games 4's gold
Shot,
medal
Multi.
back in 2002 at Manchester Commonwealth Greens. I think the words to describe David Holt are uber competitive. But he's a lovely bloke to boot as well.
I'm only about 6 inches, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, he's
foot.
got time to talk to people, and that's the nice thing about Potter's Resort here. As players and officials, we get to mingle with the crowds and all the bowling fans out there.
Good, mate. That's 10 right.
Well, Roy, can you make a difference here? Just not going to
Yeah.
make it back.
No change? No change, mate.
Well, great track again from David Holt.
Come
What's his pace like? Needs to get inside the green bowl. Yeah, it just makes it.
I was trying to be sure.
It's already got
to
Tony
wait,
Jack.
but you get one track.
No, I'm sure it's one. Keep that way, because if you Tony Jack, it'll be quite easy. 2, 3, yeah.
It's worth it, isn't it?
Huh?
It's worth it.
Just trying to trail this jack now, Roy.
Back. Out. So there's a little wiggle there where it kicks it.
Could be 4. 3 declared.
I might just get a bigger on, mate. Umpire, please.
Just getting Dan Blewett on to decide for us here. Three declared if it's 4 at this end. 7 end sets, it makes a big difference.
Three shots, Holton can. Come on a little bit, Des. Just come up a couple of yards. Yep.
That makes it 7-2 now to the Australian partnership.
Set score 7-2 after 5 ends. Jack length 26 metres. Yeah, mate. Come on. Come on.
Oh, great opener there by Des Camp. Good reply from John McCulloch, just
That's right, John.
unfortunate
That's right.
on the outside of the bowl. Des is interested in all sorts of sports, very sporty guy. He's close again here.
Play it forward, John.
I was going to say it might force John McCulloch to change hand here to the forehand. Took on that jack, John, to your own green bowl. I think there's something wrong with this, and it looks short to me.
Flip
John
it over,
won't
mate.
be happy with that.
Just try and get high and finish the way around here is good. Yeah, Track's good.
Close, Des.
Very close again. Even if he drifts behind, it's really helping his partner out here.
Still the same, nothing
Oh,
else
it's still drawable, John. Me touching the jack, possible too.
The McCulloch and Battersby duo really need a count here.
Right up.
7-2
Right up the jack.
behind. 2 ends to play.
Run, run, run.
Needs to run. Can it run? No, it's just going to fall short. Wow, that was a bit of a hand slap. I'm sure one of them's got a
One rest.
stinging hand now, walking down the rink. This game, just to remind you, is the overseas playoff pairs game to go into the main open pairs draw, where the winners will face David Gawley and Mervyn King at 7:30 this evening, and join us live again for that. And then we've got a late nighter tonight, folks, because after that we'll have Jason Greenslade and Les Gillett playing against the English qualifiers, Danny Brown and Matt Wires. Sure, we're going to be entertained with some good bowls as the event goes on.
Oh, still don't think I'm far enough.
David's certainly urging this bowl on.
It's the same shot again, or you can play through it in the backhand. Just chop and lie on your green one. Just as maybe the easier shot.
Yeah,
Or
I
else
think
you
John's
just turn
right
the
there.
target.
There's
Quite difficult there.
more percentages down this backhand. Might open something up for his last bowl. In the area.
You're good now. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well, it opens it up.
Well done.
With quite a bit of room here, I would think. Great shot there from our ditch cam.
Two green.
2 green at the moment. Bit of room here, but as we said in the game previously, these players have been out on the heavier rinks in qualifying to get here, and it can be quite easy to just overplay this. So no shot clock. David Holt's got plenty of time. Just readjusts.
Come on, hurry.
He's got the right balls here to find this line. Needs the weight.
Come on, mate. Good shot.
Yep.
Enough.
Yep.
And,
Still a bit of room there.
If you can see it. Yeah, we're gonna. It's not easy, but a few hours try and chop and lie on it.
Looking for the bowl. Is he close? No, misses.
One shot, Holden can.
That means that the Australian duo take
Yeah,
a
bloody hard.
6-shot lead with 1 end to play.
2 off the 6 ends.
Even my mathematics brain can work that means that John McCulloch and Roy Battersby have got to score a 6 to tie this first set.
Jack length 25 metres.
Another short jack.
It's the track.
Very, very interesting because David
on.
Holt's such a tactician of the game.
Well played, mate.
And that's a great opening bowl by Des.
Good.
Opening ball from John. Doesn't want to be short.
Swim again if you can draw. Your last ball's your jack.
Yeah, David Holt's quite correctly telling Des he just has to match John McCulloch's bowls now. He's done the
Well, you're gonna
hard
finish on the
part,
right side
drawing
of it.
one really close with
Good.
his first. Now just match them, stop them counting as 6.
See him again, John.
Don't forget, if you've any questions, bob them on the
One
YouTube
up.
chat. We're
Up
with
yet,
you
Not up.
for every bowl played here.
Good.
Well, yeah, he's made green
Just leave another one
shot, but
close, either hand.
it now means that short ball of John McCulloch's has got to be brought into the count for them to count a 6. I think Des has just dropped this short.
You still draw around that.
Just overplayed this, but at least it's behind. I think it's a impossible task now.
One green.
All 3 of those green bowls have got to count, as well as the 3 deliveries from Roy Battersby. I don't think this man on the mat, David Holt from Australia, formerly Blackpool, will let that happen.
Good track, mate. Throw away.
The option here for the Irish duo might be just to get the weight withdrawing, accept that you're going to lose the first set. Let's try and find a line and weight to give us a chance in the second set.
It's not bad. Oh, wasn't great. Nice delivery. Probably better in the 4, Roy, now, I think.
Sorry?
I think you're probably better in the 4 now. Come back. Just play it all for him. further. Come on home now. Oh, good, mate.
Try another one.
Right.
Just try and draw another one. Right, we keeping it, giving it away.
One
Keep it-
shot,
keep it-
McCullum
What?
and
Keep it-
Battersby. First set to Houghton Kane.
Okay.
A bit of a discussion there on whether they were keeping or giving away the jack at the first end of the second set. That one shot means David Holt and Des can take the first set 8-3. It now means that John McCulloch and Roy Battersby have got to win the second set to take us into a tie-break. If not, it will be the Aussie duo who will reconvene here at 7:30. Oh, there you go again, another jack delivery gone off the rink.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
Come on, John. Well, good start, John. Well played. Well played.
Well, that's a good opener from John. He needs several of those.
And again, John. And again.
Well, could this length have rattled Des Cam a little bit? John McCulloch needs to
Bend
make
hard.
the most of this.
Bend hard. Come on. Bend hard inside. Good.
Yeah. Better.
Good track here.
Try, mate.
Oh, good reply. Getting second bowl there
You
helps.
still get it. You're very close for the last one. You still get it. Just draw to the red one. Easy. Easy to bend. Well played, John. Well played, son. Well done.
Another good bowl there from John McCulloch.
Yeah, you just draw down there. You can rest on the ball. Quick, run.
Well played, John. Well played, son. Right, that one.
Two green.
Well, holding 2 green at the moment. Would be a very nice start to the second set for the Irish duo if they could pick up a count.
And a wee bit right.
That's on a good track here, Roy.
A bit more. That's good. Well done.
Well, David's certainly watching this, prowling.
Well done,
Oh,
mate.
great bowl,
shot.
made second bowl.
I wouldn't. That more. Try and turn it round.
Oh, it's a very good head of bowls this so far. Roy just wants to hold on here, might just dip under. A chance for David.
One down. One down, mate.
Don't never send any bad bowls from this commentary box. We've got a great view of the international arena here at Potter's Resort.
Right effort, mate.
Well, that's not finished badly for David, really. He's got a chance with his last bowl to trail.
Can't see me going. If I hit that, I've got to get the jack, surely. Think so.
Couple of chances here for David. And a bit of a timer in the area. Very, very close. Jack for two.
Right shot,
Well
Holt.
played, David Holt.
2 shots, Holton can.
Going back to that shorter length. 3/4-ish.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
Certainly dominated the first set on a similar length.
Yes. What a start, Des.
Great track here.
Hang on.
Now John played 3 good bowls at the first end of this second set.
Well done, John. Well played. Good start.
Well, in the area again from Des.
Still there in the back.
Short.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't
Right.
like that delivery. he didn't like this. Turned his back on it.
That's okay, well played. Well done.
It's
You're
actually
flipping over
made
now. We're
good
probably
position.
still hanging on. Your touch is good.
Good effort. Just didn't finish.
Has to be
in
played in the
time.
four, John. Just breaking inside the short bull. Run,
All on
run,
his
run, run.
pace here.
Run right up the bull. Two down anyway, John.
2 red.
Well, Royal want to reach this. Took on the jack, would get him 3 shots, but he's currently 2 down.
Right
Just
yourself.
needs to
Well,
run.
mate. Good.
All right, a little tuck on that jack. Would make the Irish crowd at home in Belfast go wild.
I'm just short of Jack, aren't I?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
It's all right.
Another chance in. Turn it down there.
Well, down a very good track here.
Looks right. Looks
Touch on that
right.
jack.
Oh, well played.
Great bowl, Roy Battersby.
Three green.
Now the only danger from David Holt here is if he just tries to play the timer, as we saw in previous games, they are very difficult to play on this surface. But this man has every shot in his armoury.
Sorry, mate. I'll get inside that and it whips.
Oh, good, mate.
I knew it whips.
You still get it there too.
6 of 1, whatever you fancy, yeah.
And
Just
that's
the
the
open
thing.
hand there, but yeah,
You
you
just
can
get it
there too.
slightly tight and it can make you look a fool out there, but they are really, really tough shots to play. There's probably just underweight as well. All the more reason that once it starts finishing, it moves very quickly. Well, right, chance for 4, holding 3.
Yeah, trying again. Trying again, right.
All on your pace,
Trying
right.
again.
Great bowl here. Irish eyes will be smiling.
4 shots. McCulloch and Battersby.
Put on the tee.
4.
Huh?
On the tee.
I'll try and keep it out of the ditch.
Set score 2-4 after 2 ends.
Going for a longer length jack again, but John will be trying not to put this in the ditch, so might fall short. Right, looks like it might be okay.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Right, John. Start us off. Fair track.
Oh, good line here from
Stay
John.
high. Stay high. Just sit. Sit. Good start. Well played, John.
Great opener.
Well done, Des.
Just a blade more green, John.
Just put it 2
Come again, mate.
blades
Yep, it's
more
good.
green there. And it just hung off.
Good spot, buddy.
Well, still room.
Come on, sweep. 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 One right back. One right back. Good try.
Great view of the arena here at the Just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championships, kindly hosted by Potter's Resort. There's a few in the crowd, but I'm sure that'll increase as the day goes on. It's a changeover day. People arrive tonight. And after dinner, we've got 2 very good games lined up for you. So if you're planning a Friday evening in, get yourself a takeaway, get a bottle of wine in and join us. We're here with you for every bowl sent.
Yeah, first bit's right.
In full HD
Right up.
with commentary.
Stop.
And if you can't stay with us, and please try to if you can, but if you can't, you'll pick up all the results on the website worldbowlstour.tv.
Mate, all the way home now.
Reports from the games and photos, and all the results can be found there.
Right
Any,
away.
John?
3 yard, your last.
All right. Can it get to the red bowl?
What's mine for weight, Des?
Far behind, mate. Pretty good.
If you can't stay with us at all today, we're live at 9:30 in the morning, so you can have your Saturday breakfast watching a humdinger of a game. Jamie Chesney and Mark Dawes versus Andrew Barker and Michael Stepney. Sure to be a cracker, that one. Looking forward to that one myself.
That's good, mate. Still the 2.
Yeah, the weight was good that time.
John, mate.
Great line from Roy here. If it can make it all the way back to that red bowl, sit off it. Got a chance.
Solid. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, done
Out.
enough.
Still got it. Oh, Jack.
Well, a piece of this jack for David Holt could give him a count.
The value of that, I think.
All the back position is in the Aussies' favour.
Shots against, doesn't it?
Excellent from here, but make a nice run there.
Might take a risk here.
Hope he doesn't trail it.
Just choosing to play the draw.
That's sharp.
Again, needs an edge.
That's right. All good, mate. One.
Think, Roy?
What's the wee tip?
Tape it anyway, yeah. Tape it
I
anyway.
think Des thinks that's made it for shot, but
Take the rest away, right?
Yeah,
John
yeah.
McCulloch asking for a measure. Dan Blewett's service is being called out again. They chock the bowl that's leaning.
More than hope.
Stop it falling over.
Yeah. Plenty years. Yeah.
What more than hope.
One shot, Houghton can.
Well, it was one shot to red. 3-4 now after 4 ends. I think we'll go back to the
Set
mat
score
being back
3-4 after 3 ends.
and the 25-metre tee. Sorry, 25-metre jack.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
Well, Des, can you nail this with your first bowl? Just overplayed it, I think. Great track.
Right, lovely track.
Drawing. Come on in. It's good.
Of course, with the pairs rules, the players can actually swap over, but they can only do that between the sets. Don't often see it
Good time,
happening,
John.
Got one more.
but it is part of the World Bowls Tour pairs rules. I'm sure at some point we'll have one of the match officials in with us if you have any questions. If you have any questions on rules, if you do put them to us on the YouTube chat, we'll get them answered for you. Normally find a couple of the umpires are on chat and we'll answer you directly if you're about.
Yes. Come on,
David Holt urging this on.
come on.
Yep, just about made it. Good ball.
Last ball, John. Gently, gently. Easy. Easy, easy. Okay. I always forget.
I think John's just getting a little bit frustrated here. the lengths playing about with his usual consistent delivery. David, can you slot another shot in here? Down a very good track.
All the way, mate.
All it needs is pace. Des is urging it up.
Side of mate.
I think this might just be on the high side. Trouble is you don't want to be short when you're down.
You can do it. Good shot.
It's under the line. He wasn't happy with that. Chance for David Holt to slot another bowl in here.
Come on, mate.
Well, all on his pace. Great line here.
Good, mate. I think that should keep you off your own ball if you want to just play inside it.
Roy needs to reach into this and get some sort of connection. I think it's going to go tight. You don't want to be knocking them another in, Roy. Not sure whether that's made 3 or not.
Two shots, Houghton can.
That gives them a 5-4 lead with 2 ends to play. The Irish duo just
Set
scored a
score
4
5-4
at the
before it.
second end of this second set. The Australians have certainly dominated the scoreboard. Well, you're ticking shots onto that scoreboard. Ends are going away from your opposition. David Holt again stood for the jack where he wants it.
Good, mate.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
And the Aussie duo gradually dragging themselves towards a main draw game against David Gawley and Mervyn King tonight at 7:30. David Holt's playing so well out there with
Fit.
my bowls. I should have mentioned to him, was I on some sort of commission basis? And if he does win here, he would go to green tonight, so I might have to dig out my keys and find my green set for him.
That's Probably good enough.
I'll have a word with my producer later.
I'll be better in the
See if he'll
forward,
give
John.
me the time off to find some green bowls for David Holt. I just heard a laugh in the background there. I don't know whether that was a positive laugh or a negative laugh. They don't let me escape from this commentary
Okay,
box
drop
much,
left.
you know. Well, John,
Up lad.
he'll be desperately trying to stop the Aussie duo.
Only one down. You try and draw up with him here. Come on, Des.
You still light.
Well, John, holding one. Took
Gently.
this in for
Easy.
another.
Gently. Okay, no. Okay, well done, Pleb. Well done. Well done, son.
Mike Davis is just having a look which bowl's second.
One green and a measure.
Yeah, one green and a measure. It actually might be two green.
I'll take.
Well, in the area with this. All on his pace. Right, David, just an adjustment on weight with that last bolt. Des is urging it to
Chance right.
bend in.
I'd take last one, you'll definitely can't.
Oh, as John McCulloch said, big chance there. No, because David Holt's only got one reply, and we think that the Irish duo could be holding two shots.
Yeah. Yeah, better. Well done.
Be one in, one out, not sure. Well, David.
You're steady, all right.
I think it's very much a question. If he rests any of those green bowls, he gets shot. He's very close with his last two. Pressure bowl time for the Aussie Lancashire lad. He's played a very tight line. Needs to be the perfect weight to hold this line. Urging it on.
Hurry, hold. Shot, mate.
Might have just sat out. Can't quite tell from the commentary position here. We get a view of the rink, but mainly we see what you're seeing.
Can't see us to be land, so it's just a draw. Same ball as last.
Even a little touch on the jack would do right, but doesn't want to overreach it.
All the way.
Nice wide line.
You try.
Close here.
Up, up, up. Yeah.
There could be measures all round here.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Irish duo are looking for 3. That could make a huge difference at this stage. One end to play. The one behind at the moment. Could we see our first tie break of the just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championships? Kindly hosted by Potter's Resort here at Hopton-on-Sea, near Great Yarmouth. That's a
3
huge
shots, McCulloch
change.
and
3
Battersby.
shots to John McCulloch and
tee,
Roy
John.
Battersby. 7-5 with one end to play. Could be tie break time. Des
That's
and
got
David Holt have got
5-7 after 5
2
ends.
shots here. If they draw the set, because they won the first set 8-3, they would take the match. Exciting times here for this overseas pairs playoff game. Who meets David Gawley and
Length,
Mervyn King at
28.5
7:30
metres.
this evening?
Right up, John. Go on, son, right up. Come on, up yet. Up yet. Well played, son, well played.
Mate.
Well, great opening bowl there from John McCulloch. Could things be turning in the Belfast pairs'
Sit,
favour?
Sit. That's
Oh,
brilliant,
this is
son.
more
Well
like
played,
the
well
John
played.
McCulloch that we're used to. Great draw of the bowl.
We're going to try and draw down here. Just try and make it a bit bigger if you can.
Yep.
Anything close is good. Good, mate.
It's not a bad bowl. Now, what John doesn't want to do here is make a target.
You have to put even a yard on, John. Just try and slip round.
That's not bad, just
Okay.
slightly over what he
Okay.
wanted, but it is behind. Causes problems
Simon,
for...
I think you got to go down your backhand and try and just nudge it. You know, you tap it a yard.
This isn't the easiest of shots to play. David Holt wanted him to alter it. It's not finished too badly.
Two green.
Again, Roy Battersby will just want to split those two red bowls. If he can do it with his first bowl, takes a lot of pressure off. Well, actually, that's not made it any easier.
They probably will all go, mate.
I think David's got
One
to
without the jack.
be full bore at this.
If I hit
The
the front one,
the front one, yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Don't take a chip out of them bowls, David. In the area. Very, very close here. Can he get all three?
Hold on, Halty.
Great bowl.
Can't come up after telling the second ball.
Good shot, mate. Well done.
Well, Ireland still
Land
holds
one, Roy,
one.
but that away. Just need to get a closer one than that. Up to yourself, what hand do you want to play?
But David certainly opened it up.
That'll stay in, John.
I think this will go somewhere. Well, if David Holt can draw a shot here, the pressure's all the way back on the Irish. These bowls will hold, David. He probably doesn't want to play the boarding side because he won't want to knock the Irish bowl closer. If he either draws shot or even gets another second here,
Come on, Halty.
gives him a chance.
Right shot, mate.
Well, that's got shot.
One red.
A little bow there from Des Camp to David Holt. So when his regular pairs partner and the partner he qualified with couldn't make it, he thought he'd call on the very experienced David Holt. Now, right. All he has to do is draw a shot. He saw what his last bowl did. Well, what's his pace like? Line looks better. Oh, underplayed it well. Big bowl for David Holt here. Draw another shot. Shake hands. Take your place in the main draw at 7:30 tonight. Misses out and we go into our first tie break. Normally can tell from David's body language whether he likes it or not. Looks a tighter line than his last.
All the way.
Des is certainly urging it on. Needs to make the pace.
Oh, very close, mate. Well done.
Well.
Shots, 3 good bowls. Take that one.
Yeah.
One declared.
Do you like it? Is it 2?
Again, our camera angle here.
Umpire. Umpire.
Umpire being called.
There's it.
This is where we desperately try to read players' body language.
1 red out.
Des is clapping David Holt. David's walking up. Find out shortly.
Right, mate.
Thank you.
Shaking hands, David Holt drew second bowl.
Is there another round, is there? Two shots, Holton can.
Is there one more?
Oh, is it?
Sorry. Yes.
Can't count. After learn to count.
Now a bafflement there. I'm assuming that they only scored one shot.
Seven after 6 ends.
Have to learn to get my calculator right.
Don't worry, I asked the question before.
Yeah.
I thought six and you're playing seven here, but is he actually playing the six then? Yeah. Rookie mistake.
Jack length 25 metres.
Should have just shook your hand quicker.
Right, John.
Mate.
Well, a little bit of confusion all round there, but the clarification from the umpires is that this is the seventh end of the set.
Come on back. Come on, right up, son. Right up. Well played. Well played.
6
I think
inches, that's
even
all.
the players were a bit bemused out there. There was shaking hands going on. So from what we can establish, this is the seventh end and we're playing 7 across. Interesting
Good.
because
Last bull's
once
that,
the
John.
players got in the mode that they're shaking hands, the winners will tend to just relax that bit. Be interested to talk
Right back.
to umpires
Gently.
later on that one.
Gently. Okay, okay. 2.5 feet.
Right, it's hard to draw it. We've got 2 seconds. I'd go and try and clip him off. Kill it, that's fine. Drawing competition.
Asking Des to run at this. Tell you
Des.
what, he's not far
Yeah.
off. He's
Well done,
not
mate.
far off at all. Well played. Brilliant bowl there from Des Can. David Holt's lead. It's back to let's draw.
Eli, that's any help?
Not much. Chat there, I think.
I would try it, yeah. I would try it there.
Hopefully we'll get a view from ditch cam in the minute to see where that jack is. Oh, there we go. There we go, ditch cam.
2 green.
Well, this
Yeah,
has
so that-
kind of come down to a skips drawing shootout. McCulloch and Battersby might be scoring 2 shots at the moment, but there's a lot of room there. Well, David will want to draw a shot with this. Put all the pressure back on Roy.
Come on.
Roy's a
Penalty.
great international
All
skip.
the way, mate. All the way. Good shot, mate. Well done.
Try and draw.
So, Roy. Good ball there from David. This might just be overplayed. Slipping through.
What is it, Des?
You're 1 foot short, mate.
Well, David, slight adjustment.
Slip it. Avoid it solid.
Well, David. Oh, he's turned it up. It might have given
Mix your
Roy a
mind
slight
up,
chance
Roy.
here.
I suppose forehand would get the ball on the jack. You could get off the inside, get the two of them.
In the area,
You get the
watching
gap, you get
it.
the gap.
Jack solid. Oh, if that's gone out the side of the rink, it just comes back on the respot.
Back up, yeah.
Yeah, Jack's back on the respot. Well, Roy got his eye in there.
Try.
I think David's got to try and go deep cover here.
Oh, Halty.
Yeah, great positional bowl.
Shot, mate. What on?
Well, I'm back to do I need to ask permission off my producer to find a green set of bowls. Because Roy Battersby has one bowl left to stay in this world
Well, look at us.
indoor pairs.
Two red.
Two balls is enough.
Great picture of the two Aussies there with the lovely glass
Maybe actually.
prizes at the back there.
What are you? Is there, do you have a preference? The two balls of the jack. Ball on the jack.
You're only talking about tighter, like.
I wouldn't change anything. Ball on the jack. If you happen to get the inside, you can get the two.
Yeah, I think what John McCulloch's instructing there is if he can get the inside edge of the shorter of the two red bowls and take both red bowls out, the Irish bowl would be shot. Tough shot here for the man from Belfast, Roy Battersby. Watching it. Just on the underside. So
Two shots, second set.
join us
Match
at
the
7:30 for David Holt and Des Carnell versus David Gawley and Mervyn King. Thanks for your company.
Congratulations there to Roy
Do
and
join us
John.
at
But it is
7:30
indeed
again.
David and Des that go through tonight, and they will face Mervyn King and David Gurley in our first match this evening in the International Arena at 7:30. So a great lineup ahead of us. Also, the second match on this evening, that's with Danny Brown and Matt Wires, and they take on Jason Greenslade and Les Gillett. That's our second match this evening as well. So two terrific matches coming up this evening, starting, like I say, at 7:30. Once again, commiserations to Roy and John, but David and Des, they go through to this evening's match. We've got dinner coming up very shortly, about 6:15, and so enjoy